It's Sunday, August 25th, 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. A gorgeous day, not a cloud in the sky. Temperatures are coming down a bit. It's only about 103 today, so very tolerable for us. We should be probably mid to upper 90s in September, so that'll be very nice. Evenings are getting really nice, so we're happy about that. But I know you didn't tune in for a weather report today, so I'm going to get right into it. I want to start today's video. I watched a video a couple hours ago. You know her very well, Patera, Appalachia's Homestead with Patera. She had a really great video today. I highly advise you go over, check it out. Many of you already watch her. If you don't, Appalachia's Homestead with Patera, great channel. This lady walks the walk. Her husband James walks the walk, and I've never met them, but to me they seem like the real deal. But another video where she's keeping it very real, and she's doing something really great. And what she is doing is passing out Bibles, and she's passing out Bibles to people who need them. You can contact her. But it motivated me today. You know, last month, me and Enrique went out and we tried to feed the homeless, feed some dogs out there. We filmed the mile-long food bank line. And we're going to try to go back this Thursday. When we went out that day, it was 123 degrees last month. It was very hot. We were unable to reach a lot of homeless people, but we did reach a few. But we're going to go back out hopefully Thursday if our schedules come together. Go back out, feed some homeless people, feed their pets. But this video today at Appalachia's Homestead, Patera passing out the Bibles, great message too. We'll talk about that. But it really motivated me to make sure that we get out this week and help people who need the help. So I want to thank Patera for motivating me. I hope it motivates, if you watch this video, I think it's going to motivate you to do something if you're able to, if you have the means to, you know, pull somebody up a little bit that's struggling, maybe get somebody a meal, feed a dog, go to the shelters. There's a lot of dogs being turned into the shelters now. And, you know, if we have the means, if we have the ability to help a little bit, whatever we can do, it really does help people. It helps those animals. But she talked about a dream that she had. And I'm not going to go into the whole video. Watch it yourself. But she talked about this dream about, and I'll break it down really quick, about these young kids that she saw coming out of like a mine. She said it wasn't a coal mine, but it was some sort of mine. And they were doing some type of hard manual physical labor. And she said that the children look like the kids you would see from pictures from the Great Depression back in the 1930s. You know, holes in their clothes, bad haircuts, dirty, just poverty. And she said that they were there to help them and save these children. And I'm not going to give the whole video away, but she talked about how they were helping and saving these kids in the video. And maybe, you know, this is just a reminder. Maybe this video, maybe there's something more to it, some type of message, but, you know, it compelled her to help people. And I think that we should all be helping people right now. And I think that how she broke the video down to the dream that, you know, our children are going to endure. Maybe this is something very prophetic. I don't know. She's not claiming to be a prophet. Nobody here is. Nobody has a crystal ball. But our children, the United States of America, if things don't turn around soon, they're going to endure very hard times. If we don't do something about it, they're going to endure very hard, difficult, tough times. Keep your eyes open, she said, from now till November. And I truly do believe that. From now to Election Day, keep your eyes open. And I would go a step further and say, after the election, you better continue to keep your eyes open, because I think things are just going to start getting heated up after the election. So, you know, get prepared the best that you can. She said, get yourself in shape, get yourself in physical shape. I highly recommend getting yourself in shape. And again, one step further than that, don't just get in shape, have the skills. Make sure your body has the skills to defend itself. She also went on to say that we will be held accountable at some point. We're going to be held accountable to our neighbors, to our families, to our kids, and at the end of the day, we will be held accountable at Judgment Day. Whether you want to believe that or not, that's a fact. We will all be held accountable. And God will ask us, what did we do as He blessed us to be born in the greatest country on planet Earth? What did we do to help it, to save it, to maintain it? What did we do? Did we just watch football games? Did we just sit on the couch all day? Did we just watch reality TV? Did we just ignore the warnings? What did we do? You can argue all you want that this is not the greatest country in the world. I still think it is. It certainly was for many, many years. It has gone down. It is eroded for sure. But why? Because people just stood by and allowed it to erode. We're not doing anything about it. So whether you're voting, you're praying, you're prepping, you need to be doing something right now to be getting ready. Because I think we are no doubt heading into very, very difficult times where I think a lot of people are going to be truly tested in this country, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. So check out Patera's channel. Check out the video today. I think it'll motivate you to help out a little bit and at least care about the direction your country is going in. Now, shifting gears a little bit. Record number of home deals collapsed in July amid high prices, election uncertainty. This was a big number again. A record 60,000 Americans have ripped up their deals, their home contracts, those purchase contracts in July, citing high prices and fears about the upcoming election. July home sales were the lowest on record. Buyers are worried about where this country is going to be in 6 months. So this is a big deal. This election is huge. It's so big that people are canceling their escrows, canceling their purchase agreements because they're worried about who's going to be the next president of the United States of America. And I think we all should be. And I think we should all be concerned. And I think we should all be voting. We should all be praying. We should all be prepping, and etc. 16% of purchase agreements in July. Okay, that's 60,000. That was 16% of all purchase agreements in the United States torn up in July. And as I recall, June was another very big number also. So people getting cold feet saying, hey, you know what? I don't like what's happening with the economy. I don't like the political uncertainty. I don't know if I'm going to have a job next week, next month, next year. So is this a good time to be buying a house? Me personally, I'm holding out. I'm waiting on the sidelines. I think that the bubble is way too big, the housing bubble. I think that this is the worst possible time. Barbara Corcoran can argue with me. She can debate me. She can disagree with me. This is the worst time in U.S. history to be buying a house. My opinion only. WolfStreet.com. Inventory of new completed houses surges to highest since 2009, triple from 2 years ago. Exactly what's needed to bring down prices across the housing market. We need people that can afford these homes. Even as they come down, they need jobs. They need to be able to get approved for a loan. My next question is, who will buy all these homes? Because you have a pool of qualified buyers every day that is shrinking because these people are losing jobs. They're going deeper into debt. Their credit's being affected every day because they're late on the utility bills, the credit cards, the auto payments, etc. Who's going to buy all these homes? I mean, out in this area right here, just what was it, about 4 weeks ago, when we were in San Diego, we stopped off in the Hemage San Jacinto area, Temecula area, and we videoed some of these developments that were going up. And I wish we had more time because there were literally thousands of homes getting ready to be built in these areas. I mean, we saw hundreds of acres that was being developed. We saw the utilities going in. We saw the sewers going in. Thousands of homes being ready to be developed, some already being developed under construction while we were there. And I'm just thinking, who's going to buy all these homes? And right out here in this area, there are home developments going up everywhere. There are literally 4 or 5 multifamily units that are around 1,000 units each. And I'm thinking, who in the world is going to be able to afford, $2,500, $3,000 for a 2-bedroom condo or apartment? Who's going to be able to do this? And these homes that are going up. I mean, you're looking at, 600, 700, 800 is just normal out here. And it's not a big deal to spend $1 million now out here in the desert. Who is going to be able to do this? Even at mortgage rates at 6.5%, which is a normal rate. But what's not normal are the prices of these properties. They must come down. Here's another one from Wolf Street. Here comes the inventory of vacant homes while buyer's strike continues despite drop in mortgage rates. Nobody's running to buy a house like you would think after rates have come down about a full percentage point. Active listings explode in the metros of Tampa, San Diego, Denver, Seattle, and others. Basically, the top 50 metros. Inventory listings are exploding. Active listings have spiked between 95 and 74% year over year, while sales fell and vacant homes hit the market. So there may be people telling you, you may be dealing with a real estate agent right now who's telling you this is just a great time to buy. Barbara Corcoran saying that don't even worry about mortgage rates, interest rates. Don't worry about this stuff. Just go buy a house, she says. This to me is so reckless. This kind of advice, extremely reckless, very, very dangerous advice. This is probably 99.9% of people watching this video, the biggest purchase that you will ever make in your life. And people are telling you, don't worry about mortgage rates, don't worry about interest rates, don't worry if you have a job next year, just go buy a house. How reckless is that type of advice? I'm the opposite. I say sit back, if you can, sit back and wait this out at least till after the election. I mean, maybe now you start looking around, maybe you start putting in some lowball offers. I will tell you personally, I'm not writing an offer for anything it's 30% minimal less than the listing price, minimal. Otherwise, I just wouldn't buy it. Everything is so overpriced. If you're not writing something 30, 40% less than the listing price, you're probably going to overpay for your property. Prices, in my opinion, from what I see happening and coming, prices are going to go down a lot, and we're already seeing that happen. The social recession is accelerating. This on The Hedge today. A very interesting graph in this article. And if you get 5 minutes, check out some of these articles. U.S. prices for consumer goods and services since 2008. I won't go over all of it, but here's the gist of it. Hospital services are up 99.8%. College tuition up 64.4%. Childcare up 62.1%. Medical care up 57.2%. Food and drinks 52.8%. Housing is up 48%. New cars up 28.9%. And I think that these numbers are actually low. I think they're very conservative. I think prices are up much, much more. Now, on the other side, toys are down 56.2%. Mobile phones are down 75%. TVs are down 92.3%. So the stuff that really doesn't matter is way down. The stuff that does matter is way up. And, they'll tell us that, hey, rental car prices are down, hotel rooms are down, plane tickets are down, rental car prices, as I said, are down, etc. And it's like, look, I don't really use that maybe once or twice a year, but what I do use is gasoline. I use food, drinks, medical care. Things that we're using every day are skyrocketing. So who cares about the stuff that we're not using every day? But they always try to play it off like, look, inflation's going down because big screen TVs are going down and airline tickets are going down. Isn't that wonderful? We don't use that stuff. Many of you probably won't even use it once a year. But the stuff that you're using daily, weekly, monthly is all going up. Insurance costs, all that stuff. These are the fattest states in America. This on The Hedge today. This was, again, another shocking slice of data. These obesity levels in America are absolutely out of control. We are a sick and dying nation. We are a sick and dying nation. Physically, we are very ill. Financially, we are also very ill. We are dying financially, spiritually, and physically in America. When we look at the obesity rates, you look at these populations of people who are obese, overweight. Texas, 36% of the population is overweight. Oklahoma, 40%. Arkansas, 37%. Mississippi, 40%. Louisiana, 40%. Alabama, 38%. Indiana, 38%. Tennessee, 39%. South Carolina, 35%. Wisconsin, 38%. Nevada, 34%. Virginia, 35%. It goes on and on and on. And all I can say is, wow. Wow. This is unacceptable. How do we continue as a nation when we are walking around so overweight, out of shape, and ill? You know, there's a lot of people that make these videos that oh, you need to do this, you need to buy this, you need to buy that, buy my clothing line, buy my hoodies, buy my hats. You're going to get rich, buying real estate, and et cetera, et cetera. You take a look at these people; they're 80 pounds overweight. You better get your priorities straight. How are you going to enjoy your life or enjoy money or get through this collapse when you're 80 pounds overweight? People focus too much on the wealth and making money and this greed, and yet they're 50, 80, 100, 200 pounds overweight. Let me tell you right now, your health is everything. There are people out there worth multi-millions of dollars that would give you every one of those dollars if they could just have their health back, if they could just be healthy and not sick and feeling terrible and dying. Obesity and being overweight is going to bring on a multitude of different illnesses. Heart disease, kidney disease, a multitude of cancers. How about the quality of life? Again, you can make all this money selling real estate and drive a nice car. What does it really matter if you can't walk, or if you can't even get in and out of your car? If you can't function as a normal human being, you're going to die early. You're going to cut 10, 20 years off your life. You're just going to have a miserable life. People got to stop focusing just on the money. It's a multi-dimensional game, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just about the money. It's about surviving and living a healthy life, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. Multi-dimensional, ladies and gentlemen. So many of these people, again, just believe that this whole thing is just a financial collapse. No, it is not just a financial collapse. It is a social collapse, a physical collapse, a spiritual collapse, and a financial collapse. It is a multi-dimensional collapse, and this is why we all must be preparing in a multitude of ways. We must be multi-dimensional. If you're one-dimensional, you're going to lose, and you're going to lose very, very bad. And too many people out there that are always promoting, the real estate and the money side of this, or buy this crypto, or buy this course, or buy this garbage on my channel. They're just chasing the money. But look at them physically; they're falling apart. Look at these people spiritually. They don't even have a spirit, some of these people, for what they're doing. So be multi-dimensional. I think everybody out there has the right, they deserve to have a good life and raise their families. But you're not going to get that if you don't put the effort in. There is no magic pill to being healthy. There is no magic pill to losing weight. Again, these people that sell all this garbage think that you can just take a pill and be healthy and be in good shape. It doesn't work that way. Trust me. I go to the gym. I box. I do jiu-jitsu. I break my butt just trying to get in the best shape and optimize my physical abilities the best that I can. And that's not to brag. That's not because I'm better than anybody. There's people way out there, way better shape than me, way better at boxing, way better jiu-jitsu, way more money than me. I get it. But I'm doing what I can do. And I think that you should do what you can do to better yourself. If that means just walking around the block tonight, then that's great. Maybe next week or a few weeks you're walking around the block twice a week. If you can do some laps in the pool, get to the gym. But at the end of the day, for the people who are able-bodied, you need to be getting your body in shape, and you need to learn how to defend yourself. You must be adding skills. I get it, you're 80 years old. I get it, you're in a wheelchair. I get it, you're 300, 400 pounds. You roll on a mat or go box. But you got to start somewhere today. You got to stop making excuses. You got to lose 100 pounds immediately. And the only way you're going to do that is by getting up and doing it starting today. I want everybody to survive what is coming. Again, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially, you got to be training your bodies. You got to be adding the skill sets to protect those bodies. And you got to be doing something literally every day now. This is a way of life. This is a lifestyle now, preparing for what is coming. You have to optimize your body, your brains, your bank accounts, your skills. You have to optimize everything. You have to be running as close to 100% as you can right now. I will tell all of you, many of you criticized me for going out to lunch multiple times. I've really cut it down. You went to Costco, bought a lot of fish, a lot of chicken. I'm eating a lot more rice, a lot more vegetables. I always eat a pretty good breakfast, always eat a pretty good dinner, but lunch was a killer. But now I'm taking the time, preparing more of my lunches now, eating a little healthier, and just trying to optimize my body more physically, putting better gasoline into the engine. And I do notice a difference with doing that. And I hope that all of you just, if you can just eat a little cleaner, if you can just train a little bit more, if you can get on the mats to the boxing ring, you got to be doing something now. Make sure you're getting to the range. Make sure you're getting this prepared, the mind. We've got to be getting ready. It's a beautiful sunny day. The birds are out chirping. It's very, very quiet as far as golfers. But there is a storm brewing out there, ladies and gentlemen. What's happening in Eastern Europe right now, this thing is escalating. I'm watching some stuff in the Middle East right now. Things are escalating, and it's a matter of time before something breaks loose here on U.S. soil, as we're being warned weekly now by multiple agencies. So, look, if you want to stay 300 pounds, if you don't want to get in shape, if you don't want to get financially responsible, if you don't want to be walking close to God, if you don't want to train the mind to get stronger, if you don't want to do this, that's up to you. Everybody has free will, but you're going to regret not listening to the words I'm telling you today about preparing, and not just one way, multi-dimensional preparation. If you don't do this, you're going to regret it, and your family will regret it. Your kids will regret that you didn't do this. You have a duty to look out and protect your family. Again, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. Sitting on the couch, watching baseball games, eating bad food, not knowing how to protect yourself or your family physically or financially, they deserve better. They really do. So we all have to be making an effort now. I don't want to sit here and rant. I know I'm ranting. I'm going to leave it there today. But just a few things I wanted to share with all of you as we are heading into very, very turbulent times. Again, it looks good on the outside, but we know with the debts, the deficits, we don't and the question, who's running the country at this point? We don't even know that. And everything that's escalating in these other countries, Appalachia's Homestead, Patera, be careful from now to the election and beyond, because we are going to see things really accelerate, I believe, out of control. And again, people are going to be tested. God bless. Be safe out there. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great week. And as always, I look forward to speaking to each and every one of you. Be safe. God bless.